What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, we had our new Nightwave start like 4 days ago, or whatever it was, and we are on our first weekly reset of Nightwave Nora's Remix Volume 4. I already did a full loot overview, so if you want to go check that out, feel free. And, I mean, it's no mystery nowadays that the whole Incarnon's weekly reset thing has definitely been more of a focus for the weekly reset that this has, but we're still going to make this video go over all the weekly reset for Nightwave and all that, and also, we'll briefly talk about this week's Incarnons, too. Speaking of which, these are this week's Incarnons. We got the Dread, Despair, Hate, Xylock, and Sibir, and we will rotate the week 1 again next week. Alright, going over all this weekly reset stuff. Starting off with Teshin, you got a Zaw Riven mod for 75 Steel Essence. Would not recommend it. I'd definitely recommend getting something else. But hey, if you want that Zaw Riven mod that badly, even though you can't use Zaws in the circuit, be my guest. I already warned you not to pick it up. Alright, so let's move on to the Archon Hunt. And you know what? It's been so busy from this last week. I almost didn't do my Archon Hunt. I actually didn't do my Archon Hunt on stream. I snuck it in at like 2 a.m. this morning rather. Because I've been so busy with other stuff and leveling up Incarnons and all that, so. As far as news this week in Warframe, a lot of people didn't really notice this, but the Resurgence thing actually, they snuck in Necros and they snuck in Oberon, but later in this week, would you look at that, Ash Prime and Inaros Prime are coming out from Resurgence. I believe this is the first time Ash Prime has been in Resurgence, and his sets are pretty expensive, so I'd say get some Ash Prime relics if you don't have them already. He's pretty good for high-level stuff. Alright, so we're going to look at the Archon Hunt, and we're going to look at Call. And I know, I still do Call. Against my better judgment, I still do Call. But let's see what we have for the insane people that still do this. So for Chipper, it should be... You'd think I'd be able to predict this stuff at this point. Chipper's got a Amber Shard for 90 stock. And then if you've done every Call mission ever... Wow, it's really stuttering a lot in this area. We've got Junk Run, the second worst one. And as far as the challenges, Deathless, so don't die while you're doing this. Get 10 kills with grenades. Remove 5 Veils using the Veil Breaker. Collect 5 Gene Stamps. This one's terrible on this map because they can spawn in the mini-boss room and force you to fight the mini-boss even though you didn't need to, because you can see there's no challenge for the mini-boss. So maybe skip that one. Or this one's cumulative progress as well. So maybe go through, pick up 3 Gene Tags, and then go find some easy ones the second run through, I guess. Get 10 kills while using the Hellion Jetpack. Scavenge damage Thumper Parts. Find the extra Thumper Parts for Chipper. There's your Call mission.
Got your back.
Enjoy that. And then for the Archon Hunt, let's see what we got. I actually don't even know. Yo, we got the Wolf Archon, the red Archon Shards, my favorite. So this is going to give you Archon Shards that are red, can increase your power strength, your duration, your weapon, your melee crit damage, etc., etc. And for mission types, you got Mobile Defense, Excavation, and the Final Boss Fight. So a kind of annoying mission structure here with 2 missions just to wait around and do stuff for. But yeah, either way, I got 60% chance for that Crimson Tau Shard. I might just do that tonight after I get my Incarnon. I'll have an Incarnon build video out tomorrow. I'm not sure which one, though. Alright, so as far as your Nightwave challenges for this first week, we've got to complete 6 different Animal Perfect captures on the Orb Valis. So remember, you can use Ivara's Sleep Arrow with a scanner, and it makes this really easy, and Ivara's Sleep Arrow does count for perfect captures as well. But one thing that does not work anymore is that when you catch a group of Pobbers, those little, Fortuna rat things, and they spawn in a group of 3, you will only get 1 perfect capture per group, okay? So it used to give you 3 per group, it's only 1 now. You can still do Pobbers, but yeah, just feel free to pick any animal that you have a lure for and catch those. If you use the Ivara Sleep Arrow method, it should be no problem at all. Complete 3 Kuva Siphon missions. Remember, you don't need to actually beat the Siphon, just run to the end. If it's a capture Kuva Siphon, just capture the target, run to the end. That Siphon's not even worth your time, honestly. And if you rush to the end, you still have the chance for a Requiem Relic as well. You just won't get any Kuva, but you'll have a chance for a Relic. And it will still give you progress towards this completing. Kill 30 Eximus. You should probably get that done in your Archon Sortie, honestly. But if not, longer missions spawn Eximus later and later. It's pretty straightforward and easy, in my opinion. So if you're doing an arbitration, you're going to kill tons of Eximus. Complete 3 rescue missions. Doesn't get much more easy than that. Orias on Europa is one of my go-to rescue missions. It's just so fast. So really, there's lots of choices though. Just Orias on Europa is my go-to. Unlock 3 relics. Make sure you got the relic equipped is what DE's telling you to do. 3 relics of any type. That's nice too. Kill 1,500 enemies. So yeah, just kill those enemies, man. If you got this far in the video without knowing how to kill an enemy, good luck reading the rest of this stuff. Finish a capture mission in 90 seconds or less. Let's see what DE recommends for this one. They say use a Warframe like Gauss or Volt, and then go to Navigations and select a capture node in the star chart. Okay, so I'm gonna recommend that you do Echo in the Void. Not only is it a pretty easy one just to run all the way to the end of, you will get a guaranteed Void relic. Let's say you messed up. You're like, okay, I had to go take up my trash can actually like mid mission. This one, at least when you complete that mission, you'll get a relic from it. It does not take very long. You can use Wukong, you can use Titania, Nova, like they said, Gauss and Volt. Any speed frame will work, and even without a speed frame, if you get lucky with a tile spawn, you can just rush to the extraction without even bullet jumping even, I bet. So, good luck with that Echo in the Void, but any capture mission will do. Just, I say Echo because you get a relic from it too. All right, moving on to the cred offerings. Let's see what we got here. Evergreen stuff at the top. Got some helmets here. Any helmets I'm going to recommend to you personally. Zaku. I keep forgetting we have a Zaku Deluxe helmet now. If you don't have Zaku Deluxe, get this Zaku Kintsu helmet if you like Zaku. But yeah, Zaku Deluxe kind of blew that out of the water with the demon horns and all that. Protea Mauve helmet, I like that one. Mirage Harlequin helmet, I like that one too. Yeah, it's really going to be up to you if you like any of these. We got 2 Mirage helmets. We got Citrine's helmet. Now, I don't like this Citrine helmet personally. Like, she has a rock brain. You see this? Like, this just bothers me. Once you see her rock brain, you can't unsee it, and I just don't like that helmet anymore. So, up to you, of course. We've also got Varuna's helmet as well. Another helmet I don't really like. But if you like Varuna and you don't like her helmet, there's a different helmet option for you. We've got our Aura Mods, Loot Detector, Rifle Amp, Energy Flow, Energy Siphon, and Shield Disruption. I'd recommend Loot Detector to you and Energy Siphon to you. The other 2 you don't need at all. We've got some Mastery Fodder. We've got the Heat Sword. And we've also got Wolf Beacons this week if you need to farm any Wolf Sledge parts. And then for PvP Augments, we got Purifying Flame for Ember, Singularity for Nyx, and Purging Slash for Excal. Singularity for Nyx might sound good until you realize you can't equip Assimilate and Singularity. You can only have 1 augment per ability. That's a trivia question that probably not everybody knows about. But if you have 2 augments for the same ability, you can only have 1 on the build at a time. It's really odd, but yeah. Alright, so that's going to be your Nightwave stuff. And I already went over some news with Ash and Inaros being unvaulted this week. Let's go take a look at Invigorations, and yeah. Those Incarnons are sounding kind of spicy. I don't know which ones I'm going to go for. Oh, okay. We don't have the most exciting stuff here, it looks like. But hey, maybe the stats will be good. Alright, so as far as my Invigorations, these are random per player. It's just fun to show like which ones I've gotten and all that. And if you want to unlock these, go to the Deimos Necrolisk Syndicate and hit the maximum rank and go to the Sun vendor and then get the Invigoration segment from him. You can get these refreshing every week, same time as Nightwave. Alright, for Ember, I've got 250% increased secondary damage and plus 75% reload speed. That sounds pretty good for a secondary build. You've got melee damage and sprint speed for Atlas. Hey, melee damage should work on his fist, so that sounds pretty broken. I will try that out potentially. And we've got heal rate and ability duration for Harrow. Hey, I will take that duration on Harrow. This is a frame you're constantly casting his abilities all the time. He's got like multiple buff duration-based abilities. He loves duration. It just means you're casting abilities less. So you can actually fire your guns for once instead of having to push this button and push that button. Oh, that one ran out. Push that one now. Oh, your teammate needs to get invincible for this one. Push that button now. Like, I find playing Harrow a little bit annoying sometimes just because it's so many ability presses. And like by the time that you're done pressing all the buttons, it seems like the other ability's ready to get pressed too. So duration's perfect. Heal rate, not really important for Harrow, but yeah. That's going to be your weekly reset, guys. Hopefully you enjoy. Go check out that full overview of the Incarnons, the Dread, the Zylok, all that stuff. Go check that out. That video's out as well. And I will be live on stream right when the video goes up. So come hang out and let's farm out these Incarnons, all right? I'll see you guys very soon. Also, community post later tonight going over all the Incarnons. And I appreciate your support, guys. Take it easy. Peace.